public interest, politics. We're sensitive to the cost to the applicant, to review process. We don't like to see our hearing examiner in a public hearing without any citizen representation or interest. It's just staff before the hearing examiner seems the public hearing is not really warranted, versus a public hearing where there's 5 or 10 or 50 or 100. Public interest is strong. We're sensitive to permit timelines. Not only statutorily, we're required to do certain things in 14 days, 28 days, and 120 days, but we're also concerned about our own resource management and how we can be timely and responsive as dictated by the policies of the conference plan and through the requests of the county administrator and the board. So equally, we're also concerned about local decision-making versus the state level decision-making. We are a subdivision of the state and the federal government, so all are important, and we represent all of the laws of the United States. But how we make our decisions, in a lot of ways, we prefer to drive it down to the local level administratively. Stacie will make administrative decisions based upon the code, not what she thinks or who she likes. But if the code is clear and on point, and you meet the requirements, you get the permit. So a number of those factors lead right into how we engage the citizens in terms of a staff, a planning commission, and yourselves as well.
Would you like to start?
I've got some questions. Starting right off with the provisions of this program shall not apply to lands held in trust by the United States, Indian nations, tribes, or individuals. What constitutes an Indian individual? Is there a percentage? Is there a state law? Is there...
Do you have a site on that, or WAC or RCW?
No.
And
The page number of the.
I have a page number 1-3.
so when I hear tribal, I immediately think of separate nations.
Yeah.
So I think of the McConnell Reservation. I think of the Hoh Reservation. Those are distinct lands that are not
I think my questions are more about individuals.
about individuals. But if you're a tribal member and you live in Hadlock, this would apply. Is that where you
If you are 1/8 tribal member and you live in Hadlock, does this apply? Is there?
It says shall not apply to lands held in trust by the United States for.
Right.
And that's the Quinault Nation. It's held in common for the tribe by the Bureau of Land Management at a federal level. And it has both. It has fee simple ownership at the tribal level and also on behalf of the federal government, on behalf of the tribe.
It means the only lands held in trust in our county.
Yes. Now, if you're what I call an inholder, like in the Quinault Nation, below Clay Lot, there's 25 parcels in this, like Seacrest, and those are regulated by Jefferson County, and they're inside the nation, but they're regulated for their taxes, and we apply regulations to them. Currently, yes. And you know that relationship question as well.
Dealt with that.
And now for the public, inholdings are lands that are owned by non-tribal members within the reservation. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you.
I have a general question. If I could, we, at our meeting on 2nd of September, there was quite a bit of discussion, a lot of questions were asked, and I think requests were made for changes and what was seen as errors at the time. Have those all been dealt with, and is there a way of checking on that? Like some of the pagination problems, references, I think in the table of contents, for example, it's hard to find out where mining is. Has that all been fixed, or what?
We haven't addressed making any excuse me, we haven't addressed making any changes to the document at present. I guess we'd be waiting for actual direction from the board on that. We've been processing the public comments.
And just as a matter of process and to simplify paperwork and out of kindness to staff, I think our intent is, as we go through your deliberations, as you give dialogue to both the technical and substantive changes that you want to document, at the end, staff will make one set of changes and do it once, rather than iteratively.
Yeah, and my question was kind of directed at that, because I'd hate to have us, more than once say, the mining chapter needs to be referred to as, as number 6 or number 8 or whatever. So I'm looking for some assurance that the obvious requests,
That we're carrying.
Scrivener's errors were heard and addressed
And noted, we listed all those September 2nd issues you brought up, Mimi, David brought up, Mimi as well. We listed those, we're aware of those. Staff has not made any changes to any documents.
Okay.
And we ran out of paper as well.
Okay.
And so we're aware of that, but it also could be at the point where you decide to direct staff to prepare a document that reflects the one you would like to locally approve. One of the changes is to correct all of those errors in the blanket statement.